moving to Spain can be a challenge. Oh, I need help. Do I need a visa? How do I transport my little pussy? Is there a house big enough for my priceless antique furniture? Where's the best place to live? What documents do I need? Do I need a handsome Spanish lawyer? Where do they have the most wine? I don't know where to start. Stick around and you'll find out. Welcome to YouTooSpain. Let's dance. Hi, I'm Skatz from YouTooSpain, and with the help of the AlterEgos, hello, why I man, cooey, I'm going to tell you the top 5 challenges of moving to Spain and their solutions. It depends. A lot does depend on your individual circumstances, so each time you hear Walter say, it depends, there will be a link in the video description below where you can find even more information for your circumstances. Get on with it then! Right, here goes. Number 1. Learning to speak Spanish proper like. This is a big challenge for a lot of people, especially those who are retired and moving to areas where there are many people who speak English. I don't need to learn anything. Or you can just refuse, like him. I'm useless at languages. It's all about what you do with your tongue, darling. There are many ways to learn Spanish, and you need to find the method that's best for you so that you stick with it. I need repetition. I need to use an app that's got games on it and gives me points. I need to be surrounded by Spaniards. I need repetition. I need a private one-to-one tutor. I need Yes, Walter, you've made your point. What? You have to keep it up. No problem there. Especially when you get to Spain. Don't stop learning. And it really helps to keep a little notebook. Really? Yes, really. So you can write down words you'll be using regularly that relate to your everyday life. Moving on! Number 2. Finding the right place to live. Spain! Yes, but whereabouts in Spain? It depends. Do you want to be up north? Why, aye, man. Or down south? Do you want to be on the coast? I get all hot and sticky there. Or inland? Do you prefer a big city, a town, a village, or to be out in the countryside? I don't want neighbours. In that case, be careful you're not too isolated from local amenities like doctors, chemists and food shops. I need prescriptions. Exactly. And if you always have to drive to restaurants and cafes, either you or your partner will need to stay sober for the drive home, or you'll spend a lot of money on taxis. I'll just live near the tune, like on the edge. Good. Now you're narrowing it down. Why not make a checklist? You're on my list, sweetie. That's a different kind of list. The big question, though, is do you really want to live where you think you want to live? I think, therefore I am. I think you're bonkers. And does your other half want to move as much as you do? No, she's staying right here. Mine's a lovely mover. Where should I look for houses then? The best place to be to do that is right here in Spain. It's all right looking through the big websites to get an idea of the sort of house you want, but those sites aren't always an accurate, up-to-date reflection of what's available. It depends. You need to speak to local estate agents and local people, and before that you need to visit Spain enough to see which area feels right and what suits you best. Stay in different houses at different times of year. Some places can be very different in the winter. That's when me relatives want to visit. They don't like the heat very much. Then make sure you're within easy reach of the airport that they can fly to. Moving on! Number 3. Timing. Speak to my PA. Timing all aspects of your move can be a huge challenge. When do I sell me house? Exactly. There are things like capital gains tax to think about. It depends. Which tax year will you start paying taxes in Spain? And will you be taxed in 2 different countries? It depends. All of my money is offshore. Are you avoiding or evading? Ask my accountant. The one who's in prison. I bet that wasn't part of his plan. Indeed. Planning is vital if you want to get everything done in the right order and at the right time for your circumstances. Some documents are time sensitive. Did somebody say sensual? Sensitive. I've got some cream for that. So take some advice. Find out what order you need to do things in, make a plan, get your ducks in a row, and get some cream. Yeah, why not? Moving on! Number 4. Getting your visa. I don't need a visa. I'm British. We can go anywhere. I think those days are gone, sweetie. The first thing to do is to check which passport you have and your partner, and also whether either of you can get a passport from an EU country like Ireland. It depends. If you or your partner have access to an EU passport, then you both have the right to live and work in Spain. It depends. If neither you or your partner are EU citizens, you will need a visa to live in Spain. Which visa do I need? That depends on whether you want to be employed or self-employed, be a student, be a digital nomad, take some time off work, retire, or invest in property, businesses, or shares in Spain. There are lots of "it depends" video links about different visas below. I'm spoilt for choice, darling. And part of the challenge of getting a visa is making sure you meet the financial requirements. No problem there. I have gold coming out of my arse. I didn't put it there. Or did I? Is there someone that can help me with me visa? That's another part of the challenge. You can ask on social media, but you might get 50 different answers because everyone has different circumstances. Sometimes even the smallest thing can have a big effect. Don't look at me. Size isn't everything. You can also employ a specialist to help with your visa and with your residency too when you get here. Finding the right person for that can be a bit of a challenge too. It depends. But of course, if you watch the live shows on Saturday mornings on this channel, you'll know that our very good friend Chris from Upsticks is just the man for the job. Moving on. Number 5. Moving house. What should I take with me? If you're a hoarder, this could be the biggest challenge of the lot. Most people bring way too much for many different reasons. I have heirlooms, you know. And of course, you must keep the things that are precious to you. But there are many reasons for getting rid of most of your belongings before you travel. Like what? Okay, hold on tight. It's a big list. Where shall I hold on, darling? There's the cost of removals for a start. You could be paying thousands for a huge lorry. If you're moving from the UK, there could be high customs charges, extra paperwork. You might need to put your belongings in storage there or here if you're going to be looking for a house. There are huge differences in price and reliability between removals companies, so choosing the right one can be stressful. You might choose a house that's much smaller or very different in style from your previous home, so your furniture doesn't fit. You might move into a village with narrow streets and no parking or access to your new, very small doorway. Your belongings might get damaged on the way. I will take them to court! Good luck with that. And what about my poor pussy? I had a feeling that would come up again. Mine always does. I have a pack of hunting dogs. That doesn't surprise me, but it's a serious point. If you have pets, you might have to plan even further ahead and look at all of the options for getting them to Spain. It can play a big part in the timing, the route and the cost of your journey. And there are limits to the number of animals you can send with pet transportation companies, so you'll need to do your research there. It depends. Do they need injections or passports? Very good point. Yes, they do. You'll need to visit your vet and find out the correct procedures and investigate what inoculations and passports Spain will need when you get here. I'm taking my little fur ball on a plane. Then check which airlines will allow that, whether you'll need a carrier and whether your pet carrier can be in the cabin or in the hold. It all sounds very complicated. I think I might just stay in Newcastle. North! Well, that's always an option, but even though it can be a challenge moving to Spain, there are solutions, and there's always YouTooSpain and its guests to help you every step of the way. It's always nice to get a leg up, sweetie. Any more questions? Millions! Then you and the watchers can ask in the comments below on YouTube. Or we can ask the experts live on Saturday mornings. Why are you making videos without me? Everyone says you're too angry and unrealistic. I am a two-dimensional caricature. What do you expect? Fair enough. I'll give you a call. Thank you. One more thing. What? Peace and love. Peas and fluff. Bah. Why, aye, man. Keep your pecker up. Oi, oi. Let's dance.